Elon Musk borrowed $13 billion and paid zero in capital gains taxes. This is the legal strategy billionaires use to stay rich while everyone else is stuck selling.
What are they doing that you're not?
They're using a strategy that lets them stay liquid, avoid taxes, and keep compounding their wealth. Today, we're breaking down exactly how it works and how much money it's actually worth. I'm Frank, and this is FM Wealth Stack. Here's the problem most people face. You have $1 million in stocks. You need cash for a business, property, or investment. Most people sell the stocks, pay 20% long-term capital gains, tax, pay state tax on top of that. And now you've got maybe $750,000 left. Billionaires don't do this. Instead, they walk into a bank and say, I have $10 million in Amazon stock. Loan me $5 million against it. I'll pay you interest. The bank agrees. They get their cash. Their stocks keep compounding. And here's the kicker. The interest they pay is tax deductible in many jurisdictions. So while the average investor is forced to choose between paying taxes or not having liquidity, billionaires get both. They get liquid, they keep their assets, they keep the upside, and they pay less in taxes than you do on your salary. This isn't illegal. It's not even a loophole anymore. It's just how the financial system actually works once you have enough assets to qualify. Let's start with the basic mechanics. When you own a stock, a house, or a business, it has a market value. That value is collateral. It's proof you own something real. Banks love collateral because if you don't pay them back, they can seize it and sell it. So if you walk into a private wealth bank like Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, or Bank of America's Merrill division, and you say, I have $50 million in Tesla stock, they'll typically loan you between 40% and 60% of that value. That's $20 million to $30 million in cash. You agree to pay interest, typically ranging from 4.5% to 6.5%, depending on your collateral, your credit profile, and current market conditions. Your stocks stay in your brokerage account, still compounding. But here's what most people don't understand. The interest you pay on this loan is tax deductible if the money is used for investment purposes. Let's say you borrow $10 million at 3.5% interest. That's $350,000 a year in interest. In the US, if that money is used to buy investment property or fund a business, you can deduct that $350,000 from your taxable income. If you're in the 37% federal tax bracket, which billionaires are, that $350,000 deduction is worth $129,500 in tax savings. So you're borrowing at 3.5%. But after taxes, your actual cost of borrowing is closer to 2.2%. That's the magic. Now let's look at the math in real numbers. Scenario: you have $10 million in Apple stock. Option A, you sell $1 million of Apple stock. You pay 20% federal capital gains tax. That's $200,000. You pay state tax, another $50,000. Total taxes paid, $250,000. Cash in hand, $750,000. Your remaining Apple stock, $9 million. Option B, the billionaire loan hack. You borrow $1 million against your $10 million in Apple stock. Interest per year, $35,000. After the tax deduction, your actual cost is $22,050 per year. Cash in hand, $1 million. Your Apple stock, still $10 million, still compounding. Let's say Apple stock compounds at 12% annually. A moderate historical estimate, though past performance never guarantees future returns. After 1 year in option A, total wealth, $10.8 $3 million. After 1 year in option B, total wealth, $12.18 million. Difference, $1.35 million in year 1. Over 10 years, assuming the same growth rate and borrowing costs, option A gives you roughly $19 million. Option B gives you roughly $27 million. That's an $8 million difference from one decision. Now let's talk about the real-world examples. Elon Musk has reportedly borrowed billions against his Tesla holdings, with loans totaling over $13 billion, according to SEC filings. By borrowing instead of selling, he got cash, kept his voting control, kept his upside, and paid $0 in capital gains taxes. Jeff Bezos holds approximately 10% of Amazon, worth an estimated $180 billion. He borrows against his holdings rather than selling. Amazon pays no dividend, so his capital gains are only triggered when he sells. By borrowing, he has liquidity without ever triggering a tax event. Mark Zuckerberg has borrowed against his Meta holdings. SEC filings confirm loans used to acquire property in Hawaii and fund AI ventures. If he'd sold $2.5 billion in Meta stock instead, he'd have paid roughly $500 million in capital gains taxes. By borrowing instead, his annual interest cost was a fraction of that. Hundreds of millions saved, legally. So can you use this strategy? If you have $1 million or more in investable assets, stocks, real estate, a business, yes, you can use a version of this. You'll need to work with a private wealth bank, and you must use the borrowed money for investment or business purposes to qualify for the tax deduction. The key rules: never borrow more than 30% to 40% of your portfolio value. Always keep a buffer. And never panic sell your collateral in a downturn. That's how margin calls destroy people. Billionaires use this because they have a 20+ year investment timeline. You need one too. Here's what you should do right now. 1. If you have significant assets, talk to a private banker about a line of credit against your portfolio. It could be worth 6 figures to you over the next decade. 2. Understand the difference between selling and borrowing. Most advisors never teach this, but you should know it. 3. If you found this valuable, like and subscribe. We break down how the wealthy actually think about money every single week on this channel. Your next financial advantage is in the next video. I'm Frank. This is FM Wealth Stack. I'll see you next week.